Go go Power Rangers! First new trailer's here! So, the first teaser trailer for the brand new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie came out today, and I got a chance to see it, and I have to say, it's kind of piqued my interest a little bit. So the first thing I noticed with this trailer was the fact that it looked nothing like the TV show that I grew up watching. And I am a child of the 90s, and I grew up watching the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Huge fan back then, by the way. So I was not sure what to expect from this trailer, you know? Because I've heard reports about how they want to try to keep it close to the traditional TV show as possible, that it's going to be more serious, and that it's going to be, I even heard one point it's going to be like canon or something like that. Okay, so the first thing I noticed, yeah, it is pretty serious. But the other thing I noticed was as they're going through, because they introduce each character, we noticed that each character is kind of like not the popular kid in school. This movie seems to be focusing on the fact that these characters are kind of like the misfits, the outcasts. They're the ones that get picked on and they get bullied. And they come together as a team to try to find like the hidden power within themselves. Which of course explains, you know, the title of this trailer, which is, you know, Discover the Power or something like that. So it's kind of like becoming the Power Rangers for these guys are going to be giving them like some kind of like new inner confidence in themselves, you know, where they're like, yes, I am better than what everybody else is telling me. So I think they're just trying to give you like a little moral message to young people saying, don't worry about what other people tell you, you know, you are special. And so we finally do get to see like how do they become the Power Rangers, and it's because they discover some kind of ancient ruin or something like that, and they discover like the little gems that I remember being the thing that turned them into the Power Rangers in the original one. But in this one, it kind of gives them like extremely super powers, like they're really tough, they can jump real far. And that's something else that was not included in the TV show. If I remember correctly, the only thing that these stones did was it caused them to change their clothes. And that's it. So in a way, these stones giving them power could end up becoming something a little bit more interesting than just them relying on their Megazord all the time, remember? So these stones could actually turn into something special. I mean, it could delve into like character development, how they handle these new powers, things like that. I know, I guess it was Billy in the trailer, he got headbutted and the guy who headbutted him just went down to the floor. So some of the things we didn't see in this movie, you know, we didn't see the battle droids or the Zords, you know. We barely got to see a glimpse of them going into their suits, which is kind of interesting because we've seen them in their suits in the movie posters that they've been teasing us with, so it's like, okay, why not just show them in their full get-up at the end of the trailer? I don't know. But speaking of their suits, I've heard some people complaining about the suits, saying they don't understand why they made the suits look the way they did and how they wish they looked more like the TV show. I, for one, am not one of those people. I mean, I'm not going to let my nostalgia love for the original TV series kind of, you know, judge what they're doing with this movie. Because let's face it, in the original TV show, with it being such low budget, they just had them wearing like these spandex suits. And that's not really going to protect you in any kind of fight or anything like that. So I understand them wanting to try to have more of like an armor, you know, military like armor or something like that with them to make them more realistic in the fight, you know, to where they're actually protected. And something else we didn't get to see the Zords, which I was a little disappointed about. I mean, I really wanted to see what they were going to do with this, because in the posters that they've been releasing, they've been giving them more detail. They almost have more like a Transformers look to them, and I really wanted to see, you know, if it was just like a short glimpse, what they were going to give us for the Zords. But maybe we'll find out later on in more trailers. I hope we don't find out through toys or anything like that, because, you know, toys don't really give you a good example of it. You know, I hope they really do show something in the next trailer eventually, but we'll see what happens. But I will say, the trailer has gotten my attention. I am looking forward to seeing more about it and possibly seeing this movie in the future as well. It won't come out till next year. But yeah, it's kind of like piqued my interest. It's grabbed me, because it's like, you know, it's what I grew up loving as a child, but they're putting a new kind of story to it, and that's really kind of just hyped it up, you know, what I'm looking forward to. And I hope it turns out good, but we'll find out in the future. Anyway, what did everybody else think? Has anybody else out there got to see the trailer yet? If you haven't got to see the trailer yet, I'll have a link for it down there in the description below. But did you watch it? Did you enjoy it? Please let us know in the comments section as well. And also, please like the video if you enjoyed, and also subscribe for more updates, more reviews, and more movie news. Well, that's all the time we have right now. I'll be back later, and I'll be saving you a movie chair for the next video.